Hello, 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 hello. It is Julie. I am here, and right now you can see my hands. So they're waving. Hi, hi. They're waving to you because I wanted to come on live and show you a couple of things. When I'm done, I'll put my face on, but I'm here. I'm just like right up here. So rather than do my face first and get you all dizzy, I thought I would just start down here. So a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, let me show you the stamp set we're going to be playing with. Now, this is the stamp set for my Stamp and Shine Club. And you might be asking, Julie, I didn't know you had a Stamp and Shine Club. Or you might be saying, Julie, all you talk about is Stamp and Shine Club. Well, guess what? Either way, this is awesome. Because this month, we're doing the Hearts and Hugs set. I'm going to tell you, when I first saw it, like, I thought it was cute, but I was like, I don't know if it's for me or not. But I've been doing a lot in Stamp and Shine Club with, flowers and pretty things. And I'm like, I just want to do something cute and fun. And so this set kind of jumped out to me. So I thought I'm going to give it a try. And I love it. So I'm going to demonstrate 2 cards today for you. One of them is one of the Stamp and Shine Club cards. The other one is not one of the Stamp and Shine Club cards, but you're going to love it. And if you have the stamp set, you'll be able to make it. So, Carrie, thank you. You are just so great. You've been in Stamp and Shine Club, I think, since about month 2 or 3 of starting it. And we've been going now for a year and a half. So I love having you there. So I'm going to go on and jump in and show you guys the cards. So I'm going to go on and start off and show you 3 of the 4 cards with Stamp and Shine Club. So we make 4 cards. You get the supplies pre-cut to make 2 of each. Now, I don't include the pre-cut die cuts for the stamp set that we're using because they're just so intricate. Hello, Pam. So let me show you this one. This is our first one. This uses the little, and this is the debate, and every time you have seen this, I'm sure you've probably heard somebody say, is it a chipmunk? Is it a gerbil? I don't know, but it's cute. So this is a card that I modified a little bit. I was actually sent a card like this from my friend Rhonda. Hi, Christine. And I modified it a little bit, changed the embossing folder behind it. You can see the circle one, changed the ribbon, but it's cute. Sending birthday hugs. This is a die cut, these little hearts from the set. Here's the thing, okay? If you know me well, I'm not a hugger. So I think the irony of me doing a hug card is really pretty funny. And the people who know me, they know that. Now, it's not that I'm opposed to hugging. If I know you, I'm going to hug you, okay? But it's just like that first time you just meet somebody, you're like, I'm going to hug them. And I'm like, oh, it's a little close. But anyway, all right, here's the second card that you're going to make. Now, in Stamp and Shine Club, you are going to get a pack of the Brights Designer Series paper. And you'll see that I use this. I was like, seriously, I'm not going to do something like pretty and pastel-y and all. We're going to have some bright stuff. So these flowers and the grass cutouts, this is also from the dies, the coordinating dies. So if you want to, I always let people add on the coordinating stamp set and or bundle, and I don't charge extra shipping and tax on that. Plus, this month, Stampin' Up! Has a sale on bundles anyway, 10% off. So that's going to be even more savings. So this is one that you'll make. Now, this one I did not design. I got it in a swap, and I think Sharon Miller designed it, but I love it. We're going to use this. This is still the Brights. Well, not really, because Real Red used to be a Bright, but it moved over into the Regal's color family, but that's okay. We're still going to use it. So Sharon, I'm copying it exactly because I love it, but you can see with this card, you're going to get a blending brush as part of your supplies with Stamp and Shine Club. You can see she did a real light blending back here. This is one of the dies. So look how this is done, okay? So you do your blending, then you use the die cuts. Hi, Leslie Ann. And that gives you all these little hearts here when you cut them out that are already kind of brushed with the blending brush. So I really like that. And then on the inside, sending a big hug. Isn't it cute? Super cute. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the one that we're going to make. And this is a card. It's just it's a simple monochromatic card, and it uses one of my very favorite Brights, and that is Flirty Flamingo. Love Flirty Flamingo. And I haven't used it for a while because, again, I don't know why. I've been away from the Brights, but it's summertime and we're going bright. So first thing I've done, sheet of Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to cut it, but I already did actually. 8.5 by 5.5 fold it in half, use my well-worn foam folder, and hey, hear that? I've got my glass mat out, and I really like it. You know, I used that black mat for a long time that we had in Stampin' Up! World, but I'm using the glass one, and it's a win. It is available right now if you're a demonstrator in a pre-order. If you're not a demonstrator, it'll be available next month for you, I think starting July 5th, July 3rd, 2nd, beginning of July. So some of you already got it because you became a demonstrator when it was a free giveaway. So yet another perk of being a demonstrator. Now, what I have done is I've taken a piece of the coordinating Flirty Flamingo DSP. I've cut it down to 3.5 by 4 3/4. Now, I know right now you're like, oh, and look, it's double-sided. You're like, I got to remember these. No, you don't. Not if you're in Stampin' Shine Club, because you get a written tutorial with pictures included every month. So I'm going to mat this on a piece of basic white, and the basic white is just cut 1/8 bigger. So it would be 3.5 plus 1/8. I guess let me do my fractions right now. That would be 3 3/8. Okay. And it would be 4 3/4. That's going to be 6, be 4 7/8. Okay. So 3.5 plus 1/8, 4 3/4 plus 1/8. So I'm going to go in and adhere that. You guys know that I'm feeling more confident in my Stampin' abilities because I'm doing 1/8 measurements. When I first started doing Creating for Christ with my buddy Rhonda Wade, I'm like, I hate cutting measurements of 1/8. But now I'm like, I'm all in, okay? Side note, shameless plug, Creating for Christ. If you're not familiar with it, it is a Facebook group that Rhonda and I started, and we have so many things. One thing that might interest you, regardless of your faith, is we have free tutorials. We post a free tutorial every month for a full class. And if you are always on the lookout for a tutorial, especially free ones, go there. We've got years of them. It's Creating for Christ with Rhonda and Julie, and it's a Facebook group. So, all right, so now I'm going to put this on the Flirty Flamingo. There we go. We're starting there. Next thing I'm going to do is I have die cut using Stylish Shapes, and I already did this. Using the Stylish Shapes, I've die cut a circle, and look at this embossing folder. This is one of the embossing folders. They're a little bit smaller, okay, and they come in a 2-pack. And in fact, I'm going to show you, this is from the other card that we're going to do, but I'm going to show you, this is the other embossing folder that goes with it. So these two, they're like buddies. It's 2 separate embossing folders. I'm going to say they're about 3 inches wide and about 6 inches long. So they are really great. And in the description, I'll tell you what they're called. I would love to tell you now, except I don't know. Anyway, and you guys aren't surprised by that. I've gone on and I have die cut the little mouse. The little mouse. Oh, thanks, Jim. I'm keeping him white though, because there's other coloring and whatnot that we're doing. And so I didn't want to do like a ton of blend coloring, although I do like to use blends. So I've got my little mouse here. I've got my dark Flirty Flamingo. Love how everything matches. And I'm just going to color here. I'm going to color his nose or her nose. And then again, using the dark blend, I'm not even really shading or anything. I'm just keeping this really, really simple. I guess I could, if I wanted to, I could do some shading, but I'm not. Okay, so there's that. I went outside the lines a little bit, but it'll be okay. You know what? I'm going to color the inside of his ears. I'm just going to, see, this is where I get into trouble. This is exactly where it happens, because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to add on, and I'm going to do this too. I'm going to color the feet. I don't even know if that's, I don't know. Okay, anyway, that's what I did. It's cute. It's a cute little mouse, right? So here's where we're at. We're at assembly time, pretty much. So I'm going to take my die, again, Stylish Shapes. This is, I think, the second or third largest circle. I think it's the second largest circle, okay? Put some Stampin' Dimensionals there. Maybe if I put it on the right way, that would be helpful. What in the world? I'm just going to get rid of that one. Life is too short to wrestle with a Stampin' Dimensional, my friends. Okay. Pop it right there. Okay, again, all monochromatic, but I'm building up interest because I have the embossing folder. I have the stripes here. I have my little animal here. Now, of course, he has to say something, right? So I'm going to tell you, my next favorite fun thing, Leslie Ann, I love that mouse too. My next favorite fun thing is, Jen, you thought it was an odd-shaped bow. At first glance, it does look like it is a bow around the mouse's neck. That's true. I love using these 1/2-inch strips. Love them because we get so many of them when we're trimming our paper down, especially if we're trimming down a match or something like that. So I just have a big pile of these and they work pretty great. So these are the sentiments that come in the Hearts and Hugs stamp set. Thanks, sending a big hug. I could just hug you, sending birthday hugs, and then kind of a second part of your sentiment, so it's there when you need it. So you'll see me use that on the next project. But for this one, I'm going to use I Could Just Hug You. So I will pick it up with my block. I'm going to put it on here straight. Just because I'm putting it on here straight is no guarantee that I will actually stamp straight, because if I didn't put the sticker on straight, you know how it goes. But I've got a lot of room to work with here on this 1/2-inch strip, so I'm not that worried about it. Look at that. Look at that. Trained professional here. I think it's pretty straight. It is pretty straight. Okay, so I Could Just Hug You. I'm going to take my snips and just angle just the one edge, I think, and then I'll just cut this one, because that I left a little bit of a margin there because he's going to go up underneath my mouse. So I am going to take some adhesive. Now, here's the thing. I don't know about you. I don't like adhesive on my glass mat, and I've made that mistake. I've gotten adhesive on my glass mat. Now I keep my silicone mat right beside me because I'm not great with adhesive. I pretty much just get it anywhere. So now I just put this down and I don't have to worry about it. And that's a big deal to me. So I Could Just Hug You. It's going to go right here. And again, this is one of the cards in the Stamp and Shine Club. And so you'll get to make actually 2 of these in Club. And then my mouse is going to go there. Oh my gosh, it's coming together so cute. See, we don't always have to have, you know, big, huge, elaborate things. I say this as my next card has 87 steps. But sometimes just that nice, fun, monochromatic is just great. So I've got my little mouse there, and then, because I can, I've got these dots, okay? Dots for days, dots for days. And I am going to put 3 of them on. Now, these dots also come with Stamp and Shine Club. So I've told you you're going to get some Designer Series paper, the Bold Brights Designer Series paper. I think a 1/2 pack. You're going to get a pack of these dots for days, and I'll show you the other colors. But look how that just pops it up. So again, quick, easy, super cute card that you could send to somebody. The dots for days, you've got 3 colors in them. You've got Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Pool Party, and then Flirty Flamingo. And Angie Croft said you could use hand sanitizer to remove adhesive from the glass mat. I am on it. On it, Angie Croft. When I hang up, like we're having a phone call, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm cleaning it. Good to know. Thank you. All right. So that's that. Card number 1. Pretty quick, simple, easy. Sometimes we want them like that, right? I see hearts. I love when I see hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, you know what? I lied. I'm not done. I'm not done. You're also going to get some sheer ribbon. Sheer ribbon with Stamp and Shine Club. So this month, again, the DSP, the ribbon, and the gems. This is the iridescent striped ribbon, and it unfortunately is not available right now. But I'm just going to do the iridescent silver ribbon, and it's going to give you the same look. So again, I'm going to put, that's a little short. You guys know I'm clearly now, not only do I not fight with, I don't even remember what I said I wasn't going to fight with, but you know I'm not fighting with ribbon. Always will give myself a ton of ribbon. Okay, gonna put a bow right here, and I like the bow kind of down at the bottom. So here we go, and I'll finagle. You know, that's one of my words. If you watch me on any of my YouTube videos, you know I'm a fan of the finagle. Okay, boom, trim, trim. There we go. There we go. Now we're done. Now we're done. Ooh, alcohol wipes near the desk. Also good. Okay, so card number 1 I just did. And like I said, this will be a Stamp and Shine Club card. Okay, so there's that. Now, card number 2, not a Stamp and Shine Club card, but I use supplies from Stamp and Shine Club, so you will totally be able to duplicate it if you choose. All right, so what I've got first, a lot of little pieces here. I'm going to put them over here. I've got a piece of thick white. It is cut to 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it at 5 1/2. The reason I always score thick white is because if you just try to fold thick white, it's not good. It crinkles and everything, so I always score my thick white. Then I have one of my very favorite brights, Coastal Cabana. Love Coastal Cabana. It's just a fun watery blue, especially in the summertime. And I have cut as well a piece of basic white. So here are the dimensions for these. Okay, I already told you, you guys are gonna love this card. I'm so excited about it. I already told you 4 1/4 by 11. This is, because I didn't write the dimensions down, that's why I love my glass mat. I can measure. Okay, so this is 5 1/4 plus 1/8 and 4. Okay, 5 1/4 plus 1/8 and 4. I'll put the dimensions in the description when I do this. And so this piece of white that I've cut is 5 1/8 and 3 3/4 plus 1/8. So crazy dimensions, don't worry about it right now. You'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna actually cut something for you now. Okay, so these are my base pieces here, all right? I am now going over because, hey, I'm in the Stampin' Shine Club and I have, can you tell I'm talking about Stampin' Shine Club a lot? I've got these bold brights that I want to work with, and I need 4 coordinating colors. I'm cutting them to 5 by 3/4, and so I'm just going to pick the ones that I really like and that I think are fun. I'll do them a little bit different, maybe. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick with what I like. All right, I'm going to go with the Cabana, like that. I'm going to go with Flamingo. I'm going to use the flowers. I'm going to go with Granny Apple Green, like that. And I'm going to go with Pumpkin Pie. Maybe I have another piece of Pumpkin Pie that I've already cut. We'll see. It doesn't matter. I mean, I have all this. So I'm going to go with Pumpkin Pie. I want the, polka dots, okay? Now, the way that I kind of decided about these colors, very scientific. I just took them when I was designing this card and just kind of held them all together to see what I thought looked good. So let me go on and cut those. So I'm cutting them to 3/4 inch by 5. I think my design was 5. Let me just measure that to be safe, but I'm pretty sure that it was. Yep, 5. You're like, wait, Julie, I want to see that card. Well, I bet you do. You're going to see it as we make it. Okay, 5. By 3/4. I could have done this part ahead of time, but I guess I wanted to prove to you guys that I truly do know how to cut. Okay. Again, 5. This is already cut to 5. Good. 3/4. And then I'm going to go that Flirty Flamingo Bright. I'll cut it to 3/4 and 5. All right, so I've got them all cut. I'll move this. Question. Do you guys save these little pieces here? Are you a saver of them? Carrie, listen, I love this paper too. And the cool thing about this paper is that we've got packs of this paper in every single color family. So, I mean, we're using the brights, but we've got it in every single one. The new in colors, all of them. So, okay, so I'm going to put these on my white mat here, and I'm going to kind of lay them out. Where's my silicone adhesive mat? See, this is the problem. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go. I'm kind of just going to space it here a little bit. And granted, I have made one already, so I have an idea of where I'm spacing. But when you do strips like this, just lay them out first and see how you like, if you like, what do you like. Okay, so there's that one. I would also recommend doing each side first, because then you have an idea of your spacing for the ones in the middle. You kind of get them even a little bit. Okay, and I say a little bit because right now I don't know where my like close-up glasses are. I gotta look for those because right now I'm working with my glasses that are not my close-up glasses, so this could be all cattywampus and everything else, but you'll get the idea. Okay, and I don't wear readers anymore. I gotta wear like real glasses. So I wonder if I could put real like readers on top of my real glasses, and this is gonna bug me right here. You know it is. Yes, Carrie, it is gonna be cute. So I'm gonna fix that. That's one reason why I only put a little bit of adhesive down initially on pieces, because if I can count on one thing, I can count on me having to move a piece of DSP or cardstock. So I don't want it really, that's pretty, right? I like that. So I've adjusted that. I kind of eyeballed the measurements, but I think it's pretty close if you don't look too closely at it. All right. I punched out this from Granny Apple Green, ran it through that little twin embossing folder that I told you about. And on the sample that I made, I did not use an embossing folder. I just used the plain circle. I'm not sure if I think this is too much here or not. We'll see. You'll have two of them, though, that you'll be able to look at. Then I've got this little tiny strip of Melon Mambo because that is a super fun color. And I'm going to just angle it a little bit. Here's a tip, okay? The reason I did just this little bit is because when I did the sentiment for this, I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of floating around there. I need something to anchor it. So putting a little strip down of any color to kind of anchor your sentiment is a really good technique, actually. So, all right, sentiment. This is going to just say sending a hug. The inside of this card is going to be the one that says so it's there when you need it. But you guys are going to like it. Wait, just you wait. What is that song that I... Just you wait. Oh, it's from My Fair Lady. I think I've sung this to you guys before. Just you wait, Henry Higgins, just you wait. You guys, Mark and I watched My Fair Lady over Veterans Day weekend, which is not your traditional Veterans Day movie fare, but that's what we did. All right, sending a big hug. You guys, I'm astounding myself at the straightness with which I'm stamping. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know who I am right now. All right, and again, I'm just going to angle. And we have so many stamps or dies. We have so many dies that have banners and whatnot to it. So if you didn't want to just do this little angle cut, you could certainly use a die that would create a sentiment banner. I am just a little lazy, and I'm like, I'm just going to do my little banner with the angle cut. Okay, kind of overlap it there, okay? So this is the front. Now, I know right now you're like, Julie, I mean, I took time to watch you here. I kind of expected more. And if you have seen me before, this is the moment where I say, just give me a minute. I haven't yet wowed you with the thing that's going to wow you. And trust me, this next thing is going to wow you. All right. So before I go to the wow, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right here on the back and mat this on the Coastal Cabana. All right. I know right now you're probably saying, Julie, I can see why you have to use that mat. You are a little loosey-goosey with your adhesive. It's true. Okay. All right. So that's what we've got, and this will then go on the front of the card. So I'm gonna come back to it, all right? But I just wanted to get this done. Okay, so remember this piece, the thick basic white? We scored it, we folded it, all the things. All right, this one, I make myself laugh too, Leslie. 1 by 4 1/4. 1 by 4 1/4. Write it down. 1 by 4 1/4, and you are going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches. You guys are going to love this. 3 inches, and 4 inches. Yeah, some of y'all know where I'm going with this right now. I know Jennifer Vanderwecken does. I've yet to be able to surprise her with anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This piece is 1 inch by 4 1/4. And then you're just going to fold in on each of those score lines. Now, I'm going to use my janky bone folder because I want these score lines to be nice and crisp, okay? I suppose I could get a new bone folder. I mean, I've got a bunch of bone folders, and actually, I kind of like that this bone folder has ink and all the things on it. It's kind of like a badge of honor. Reminds me of how far I've come with my stamping. All right, so I'm going to make a little square here. Okay, and so whenever I'm using something that is going to involve movement or anything like that, I use tear and tape, or I've practiced. I'm a little more proficient now in the Stampin' Seal Plus, so I'm actually going to use that. It does have personality, Carrie. It says this person cannot be trusted with things I'm enabling myself to do. All right. So look at me. I'm so much better with Stampin' Seal Plus that I have to fold it all over because I can't get it the way that I'm supposed to. That's okay. All right. Now I'm going to adhere just right over that square. Okay, just right over that little piece there. Let me see if I can get this up here so you guys can see see what it looks like on the inside. Okay. Oh my gosh, I need a no talking. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. Okay, so this is going to go inside the card base. And here's how I'm going to do it, okay? I am going to, this is where I want it to go. I'm going to adhere this part and this part, okay? So let me put a little bit of that Stampin' Seal Plus on it again on these two sides, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about when you make your own, because it'll become really clear. Now I'm going to set this, I'm going to line it right up there on the fold and do that and that. And now it's stuck. See? Oh, you can see what's happening now. Oh, Fiona. That's Fiona. Fiona's one of our golden retrievers. Oh, hold on. I'm going to close the door. Fiona, you cannot bark. Are you coming in? You coming in or staying out? Come on. Come on. You guys, she said that she is sorry and she will not bark. Right, pretty girl? Finley, my other golden retriever, he's the one that fell on me and broke my back, seriously, is in the closet. That's where he likes to stay. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here. All right, we got some stuff happening. So one thing that I have done with this stamp set is I have cut out or stamped and punched out these guys. The badgers. And I remember when I was at the on-stage event that Stampin' Up! Had, the girl that was demonstrating this set, she was hilarious. And she said, what makes you think about sweet animals and hugging more than a badger? I mean, badgers are brutal. Badgers are rotten and mean and all the things, but yet we're going to have some badgers here and they are going to be hugging. So let me grab my colors. Now, you know that I get a little inventive at times with colors. And so I am going to still use the pretty much the brights, but I am going to go in here and I am going to color these badgers pink. Pink badgers, Julie. Yes. Pretty and pink badgers, which I know is not a bright, but that's what I'm going to do. Because I think I can use the brush tip in too, because this is going to be a really like wide coloring situation here. I know I just went out again of the lines. The reason I'm doing this pink, and I'll tell you, I did have a thought behind it, and the thought is this. I think, okay, the sentiment on this card, let me back up. The sentiment on this card is going to say sending a big hug, and then on the inside it's going to say so it's there when you need it. In my mind, I was thinking that this would be a really great card for somebody that was going through cancer. And I keep my friend Amy Story in my mind. She's a demonstrator. Many of you may know her. And she is in a breast cancer battle, and she's doing amazing, amazing. But, you know, I don't know. I just think that this is, sometimes the pink cards that we send are, you know, they're very feminine and pretty and stuff like that. And I like that. But sometimes, you know what? When you're in a battle and you're fighting something, I think it's okay to have some mean old badgers there fighting with you. because they're going to win. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Don't forget I was an English major, so these things are important to me. Okay. Now, I never claimed to be a good blends colorer, but I will tell you this tip. I'm doing it on the side. I'm using the side of that brush tip end. Your blends, this tip, if you like color straight down with it, you will fray the precision of that tip and you will not be able to use your blend the way you want to much more quickly than you intended. Okay, now don't worry, I'm not going to leave it just like this. Okay, now I'm going back over and I am going to get the Melon Mambo. And what I'm going to do with the Melon Mambo, oh, Jen, you earned the pink DSP. I love that. If you're not a demonstrator and you're watching, you might be like, what is she talking about? There is an exclusive pink designer series paper that you could only get if you were a demonstrator and you met certain goals, both sales-wise and, well, it was called Better Your Best. So yeah, it would have been sales. So good job, Jen. I know Carrie on here, she's also earned it. Anyway, so I'm doing just this part in the Melon Mambo, and I'm going to accent a little bit. So again, I know right now some of you are like, I would never color that like that, and that's fine. But I am. So I don't know. It just there's a meaning behind it, and I am going to send this card to Amy. So I hope she's not watching. Amy, if you're watching, just forget that I said that. All right, let's. I think I'm gonna outline the belly, because what is it that women love when their belly is accented, right? So okay. So we've got that. Now again, guys, you can go on and color it however you want. That's enough coloring for me right now. Okay. All right. Let me show you how to put it together. Okay. So I'm going to take my little badgers here, my happy badgers, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus again because they're going to be. Figure out how I want to do this when it opens up. Yep. All right, this is the part I want right here. I could have put. I'm just going to put it on here. Because this guy, you're going to see, just wait. Oh, look at that. All right, now watch what happens. Now, we don't have all the pretties put together yet, okay? But look, oh, it pops up. Look again. It pops up. It pops up. Oh my gosh. Wait until you guys see what I'm going to do now on the inside here to accent. This is the best. Okay. On this part here, because I know it's all very white, I am going to put some of the pieces that I have cut out using the die cuts. So there are heart die cuts, flower die cuts, and I did it in the colors of the card. Now here's the thing. A lot of times with stamp sets in the past that had a lot of die cutting, like I would not even play with them. I'm like, no, that's just too much work. I'm not going to do it. But the neat thing is that Stampin' Up, I think they figured that out, because now like you can die cut 2 hearts at a time, and they have 2 sets of the double hearts. So you can cut out 4 hearts at a time. You can cut out multiple flowers at a time. And so to me, I'm like, okay, now I'm in. If I can make it a little more efficient, I'm all in with it. So I know I could have put adhesive on the back of my scraps using the adhesive sheets, and then I just could have peeled it off, but I didn't. So I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive. Again, the benefit of this silicone mat here, right? Because I don't have to worry about adhesive getting everywhere. And now what I'm going to do is just randomly place these little pieces so that it almost looks like they're floating up from that hug. I think that's, I love doing that. I think that's super cute. Okay, and I got one more heart. You know I like to place things in odd number groups. Okay, so now look. Okay, see, as you open it up, now you have those that are kind of floating up as well. Then, oh, you know what? I found one more heart. Good, because I'm like, this is, I feel like I should have one more heart. And I have another heart sticking here on my adhesive. So now I'm using 7. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you can do none. You can do, I think she will too. So you can do whatever. Okay, so there's that. So now it's going to open up and you're going to see the Huggin' Badgers and all of these. Now, not done yet though, not done. I've got this little strip again. Remember how I told you I wanted to anchor some things down? So I've cut this to 3/4 by, it was meant to be 4 1/4. It looks like I cut it a little bit short, but that's okay. And then I went ahead and I pre-cut. Now this banner does come with these dies where it says, so it's there when you need it. And I'm gonna use the small dimensionals here because I want it to be elevated, but not so much that it makes that card super bulky. So I'm just using the mini dimensionals. Okay. And so here, here, and here. All right, and then that's gonna just kind of go right there. So it's kind of gonna overlap a little bit. So see what we have inside now? So, and I'll show it to you when I put the camera back on me. So we've got this. Remember this part here? I'm gonna go put it on the card now. We're just about done. So this is the front. And put it right there. Okay. Sending a big hug so it's there when you need it. You guys, I love this card. I love it. So let me put the camera up, okay? Close your eyes if you're gonna get dizzy. Look at the hearts, look at the hearts. And I'm gonna switch around this. That's the outside, that's my view when I'm stamping. Okay, it's me, hi, hi. It's me, it's me, it's me. So let me show you the card again, all right? So sending you a big hug so it's there when you need it. You guys, I love this card. I really do. And then again, our simple card that is one of the Stampin' Shine Club cards right there. So let me just kind of give you a summary here, all right? First of all, I hope you've enjoyed this and you've decided, hey, you know what? I can do some things with the Hearts and Hugs set. Now, maybe you're like, you know what? I would like to give your Stampin' Shine Club a try. Tell me more, Julie. Okay, I will. So Stampin' Shine Club is $39. That includes shipping. What you get is about $25 a product every month. You get your pre-cut cardstock with the exception of the dies that go with the stamp set. But look, you don't have to use this set if you don't want to. You could use any set that you have because you're going to get this month, for example, the ribbon, the gems, this pre-cut paper. I know you are, Jennifer. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Okay. Shout out to my friend Lindsay Mahon, Jen. She has a makers club in Canada, and she's a really good stamper. So you might want to check that out. I do basic shapes, so you would get this circle. So you could do anything. You don't have to have this stamp set. But if you want the set to make it, just like I do, you can add it on and pay no extra shipping or tax. So the Stampin' Shine Club is a subscription club. You can cancel at any time. And I will put a link to join it. Now, I will say tomorrow is the deadline for this month for the Hearts and Hugs set. So let me show you again all the cards that we're doing. She does have a Facebook page, Jen. I'll send it to you. Okay, so you'll make 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So you will get the DSP, the ribbon, a blending brush, and the gems this month. Those are the products that are going to be included with all this. So I am tickled to death about this. I hope you guys enjoyed coming together and stamping. So you may also be asking yourself, how do I stamp more with you, Julie? Well, glad you asked. I have a YouTube channel, Stampin' Shine with Julie Salva. I do the Great American Stampin' Show there, so you will find videos from 2 seasons of the Great American Stampin' Show where I compete with 3 other stampers for your vote every other week. Shannon West, Brandy Barnard, and Jody Reinhardt. So you can find me there. You can be on my email list. That is where I send out news about specials, classes, things like that. Right now, I am getting ready for the Great American Stampin' Show cruise to Alaska. I fly out on Sunday. And so I got a lot still on my plate, but we're doing that, getting ready for that. So that's what I have. I would love to have you sign up to be a member of the Stamp and Shine Club, but I am super grateful that you hop by. Oh, I have one more thing to show you. I'm not stamping anything, but I found this. You guys are better stampers than me, so you probably already know. Have you guys come across this yet? The Post-it tape? Oh my gosh. I love the Post-it tape. So it's tape with like the Post-it consistency on it. So I use it now, like if I need to tape down my my die so it doesn't move around on my Big Shot. Oh my gosh, it has changed my life. Changed it. So you might want to get yourself some of this Post-it tape. It's on Amazon. Okay, that's what I have. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. I will be posting, oh, you have it in two sizes, Jen? I will be posting more next week from my Alaska cruise. I'll show you the pillow gifts, the surprises they're getting, all the things. It's going to be super fun. So anyway, yeah, tape down masks too. That's good. Carrie, you do. You can get it on Amazon. So Fiona, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Say goodbye. Look, right here. Say goodbye. She's not interested. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.